Hey everyone, I'm Bek from Constructive Marketing. So you've probably heard by now that Google and the Australian government are currently discussing Google's future within Australia. Google is threatening to exit Australia over some disagreements about how they pay for content that they feature within their search engine results pages. So while it's unlikely that they actually will leave Australia, at the moment everybody within the industry just seems to think that they are threatening and that they won't actually go through with it, because at the end of the day Australia is a big market and they make a lot of money from us. But in saying that, we want to safeguard ourselves and make sure that we are prepared if something does happen. So in light of that, this video is going to show you how to set up some Bing assets. So Bing is a search engine that is tipped to be more than likely the replacement that most people turn to if Google does disappear from within Australia. So we're going to show you how to set up a Bing Maps listing and also a Bing Search Console account. So at Be Constructive Marketing, we believe that all of your assets should always be within the client's name. So while we can do this for you, if you really want us to, it would be our preference that you set these up yourself. They're very easy to set up. It won't take you very long. You don't need to fill in the accounts. If you don't want, you can just set the accounts up, make us an admin and send us the login details, and we will populate your accounts for you. The main point is that you are the ultimate owner of that account, that you have control of the master username and password, and that you're giving us access to your assets, not the other way around. So for anyone who's watching this video who isn't a Be Constructive Marketing client, I would also recommend that you do the same thing, that you create your accounts and then give access to whoever's managing your SEO and digital marketing assets, just because it's a real pain at the end of the day if you decide to move away from that company and everything that they've set up for you is set up with under their email addresses and they are the master owner. You know, you really have to have confidence that they're going to hand that ownership back over to you if and when you decide to leave them. Whereas if you're the owner of those accounts from day one and you're giving them access to those accounts, then you can take that access away. So with all of that in mind, let's jump into it. All right, so setting up your new Bing Maps is super duper easy. It will literally take you about 5 minutes. If you already have an existing Google My Business account, which if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you do, you can literally import all of your data from that with a few simple clicks. To get started, you're going to want to come to bingplaces.com. So Bing Places is basically the equivalent of your Google My Business listing. So with Google, you set up a Google My Business listing, and then that is the listing that shows up when people search for places in Google Maps. So very similar concept with Bing, they've just called it Bing Places instead. There is, you come to the homepage and there are two options. You can either log in as an existing user or you can get started as a new user. So if you click on that new user button, it's basically going to come up here and ask you if you have an existing Google My Business, and it's going to give you the option to import that data, and that's what you're going to go with. You're going to tick this box here. I'm going to go bi-weekly to sync the data across. We're pretty active on our Google My Business listings, and we're jumping in there, especially for any of our SEO clients, we're jumping in there at least a couple of times a month to make updates, load new photos, make posts, all of that kind of stuff. So we're going to make sure that it's syncing bi-weekly for us. We're then going to continue to Google My Business, and this is where you're then going to sign in. So you're going to sign into the Google platform using the username and password that you sign into your Google My Business account with, and you're then going to allow Bing Places access to create and see and edit Google business listings, and you're then going to follow the prompts through to continue on. You'll then log in, so it'll give you a few different login options. So this is you're setting up a login for your new Bing account. I personally am going to use the same username and logins that I've got for my Google business accounts. So I'm going the option to log in with my Google account. But if you want to separate them and log in with your Facebook or set up a completely different username and password, you've got a few different options to go with there. So basically once you're in, it's going to sync all of your accounts that you're a manager for, and it's going to pull that data in, right? So for us, because we're an admin level manager for Google My Business for a few of our clients, it's pulled all of those across. So the next step that you're going to take is you're going to go through each of your listings. So most of you will only have one listing, and you're going to click on it and you're going to come up here to manage users, and you're going to add hello@beconstructive.com.au as a user to your account. Obviously this is only for Be Constructive marketing clients that are watching this video. If you're setting the account up for your digital marketing agency to have access, you would add whatever email address they operate with. But for Be Constructive marketing clients, please add hello@beconstructive.com.au as a user to your account, and that'll then give us access. When you have a look through your listing, you can see that it has pulled all of that information. So it's pulled my address and our website and our opening hours and all of that kind of stuff into the account, all of our base details, and we'll then work our way through and just tidy up, add a few extra bits and pieces of information into this account. And yeah, that's it. That's all there is. Okay, so you've set up your Bing place. We now need to set up Bing Webmaster Tools. So this is the equivalent of Google's Search Console tools. It just tells you how healthy your website is and gives us as your webmasters the ability to go in and have a look at how your website is performing in Bing search engine results, and it gives us some areas that we can look at to improve your rankings as well. So to get started with that, you're going to go to bing.com/webmasters/homepage. And you're going to click this big old Get Started button. Again, it's going to allow you multiple options to log in. I, again, am going to go with Google because I want everything to be linked and synced and just easy. You're then, once again, you can import straight away. So any Search Console accounts that you are the admin level user for, you're going to be able to import all of those in one hit. So click on that import, go continue. Again, make sure you're signing into the right Google account, the one that you sign into your Search Console account with. You're going to allow Bing access to the Search Console, and then it's going to come up. Obviously, we look after a lot more sites than you probably do as an end user. You should probably only have one, maybe two options here. I'm going to import all of these in one hit. It does appear to have worked, and I can come in and my account is again set up. And then you've just got to go through and do the same thing that we did before with your Bing place, is to go into user management and add users. So hello@beconstructive.com.au, and then give them the level of access that they need. So if you're a Be Constructive marketing client and you're giving us access, we're going to need that administration level access, and then add. So there you have it, setting up your Bing Places and Bing Search Webmaster Tools account. It's very quick and easy if you already have these accounts set up in Google. If you have any questions or want any help from Be Constructive and our team, just get in touch on our website or DM us on any of our social channels. Thanks for watching.